WVII Bangor.
From Great North to the Lockdown Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, Mother's Day is just a few days away and florists have been busy preparing. We'll take a look at what's blooming. Plus, the Bangor Land Trust announced a large addition to the Walden Park Preserve as they now protect over 500 acres of Maine landscape. And if you have profanity on your license plate, you may need to find a replacement. Details coming up. Good morning and welcome into Good Morning Maine. I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for tuning in on this lovely Friday we have in store. We have a lot of good things to look forward to. The weekend looks great. The rain has moved down and some sunshine will be sticking around. Let's get a first look at our forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin, good morning and happy Friday.
Hey, Joe, thank you very much. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Card Enterprises. At Card Enterprises, we specialize in affordable quality vehicles. Financing is available and we have a full service department. We are the home of the unlimited mileage warranty. Alrighty, here we are. So high temperatures were well above average yesterday. We're supposed to be in the lower 60s. We did the middle 60s, which is a nice improvement. And things are going to be pretty nice for us as we do move forward. Maybe not as warm as what we saw yesterday, but still pretty nice. So we're noticing a few clouds passing through this morning. There is a cold front parked just to our south, and it's right about in here. So all this energy right here is going to be moving from the west to the east. And it's pretty much going to be leaving us alone. So we're going to be dry for the next several days. So that will be pretty nice. Temperatures overall will be in the 50s and 60s and maybe even a few 70s before we're all finished up. But overall today, we will be under a partly cloudy sky with a lot of sunshine as well, and a lot of clear skies on the way for tonight with a few passing clouds from time to time. As for the wind, no, not too bad, only at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, a few higher gusts up to 15 miles per hour from time to time, maybe close to 20 miles per hour, but nothing too ridiculous on the way anytime soon. So for today, 60 degrees under a partly cloudy sky, and a northwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour, maybe some higher gusts up to 20 miles per hour at times. And your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning period, a lot of sunshine, a few passing clouds, temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe?
Thanks, Devin. First up on this Friday morning, all 4 men wanted in connection with a recent shooting on Harlow Street in Bangor last month have been arrested. According to Sergeant Wade Betters of the Bangor Police Department, 31-year-old Harain Lawrence was wanted for criminal threatening with a dangerous weapon. Betters says Lawrence turned himself in Tuesday evening and was released from custody after posting $200 cash bail. 36-year-old Andre Dixon of Bangor is alleged to have fired several shots in an occupied vehicle during the incident. He was arrested Tuesday and charged with 2 felonies, reckless conduct with a dangerous weapon and aggravated criminal mischief. He was released shortly after posting bail. Police say brothers 33-year-old Edward Evans of Bronx, New York and 28-year-old Emil Evans of Augusta, Maine turned themselves in on Wednesday. Edward was charged with elevated aggravated assault, possession of a firearm, and misdemeanor assault. Emil was charged with criminal threatening with a dangerous weapon and misdemeanor assault. Both brothers remain in custody. In other news, a Bronx, New York man was sentenced in federal court for possession with the intent to distribute cocaine and heroin. 27-year-old Troy Roberts was sentenced to 2 years in prison and 3 years of supervised release. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, court records show that on November 21st of 2019, investigators received a tip that Roberts was coming to Bangor by bus from New York City with drugs that he intended to sell. Officers stationed at the bus station saw Roberts exit the carrier with a backpack. They trailed the vehicle that Roberts got into and conducted a traffic stop. Officers discovered approximately 1 ounce of crack cocaine base and 1 ounce of heroin inside the backpack. The investigation revealed that Roberts was a member of a group that had made multiple trips to Bangor from New York City for the purpose of selling drugs. And the city of Brewer could potentially welcome in a new 36-unit condominium housing project, but not without the City Hall's approval. A.J. Douglas talked to city leaders to learn what home buyers can expect.
Moist Environmental Services has proposed to build 18 duplex buildings on a 16-acre plot of land on Parkway South in Brewer. Currently, there are only 6 houses for sale in the city of Brewer, leaving hopeful homebuyers with little to no bidding power.
Every place is in need of housing right now.
Brewer Mayor Michelle Daniels says she understands the need for housing availability, but there is still an approval process.
So in that zone, the buildings needed to be farther apart, like regular houses. To put condos in there, they had to ask the planning board to make those changes so the buildings could be closer together.
The developer is requesting to build duplex condominiums. Mayor Daniels points out residents open to relocating to newly built condos will open options to more traditional housing, too.
I talked to one couple this week that live in Brewer who are looking at moving to the condos. That would free up housing in the area that they're in, which is a much more affordable area.
The developer plans to keep open space around the duplex housing to maintain the integrity of the location. Moist Environmental Services will preserve the apple trees and a man-made pond on the property.
It would be less of a footprint on the environment, a smaller road, smaller buildings, leaving a lot more land as open space and remain wooded. So it's a win-win for the developer as well as the environment.
The city will vote on whether to update zoning restrictions Tuesday. In Brewer, AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Maine health authorities are advising limitations and prohibitions on consumption of freshwater fish from several waterways due to the discovery of persistent chemicals. Maine CDC announced the recommended limitation on consumption of fish from bodies of water in Fairfield, Waterville, Limestone, Sanford, Westbrook, and Unity. They said Thursday that the advisories follow the discovery of levels of PFAS above the state's recommended levels for regular consumption. The substances are sometimes called forever chemicals, and they are linked to numerous human health problems. Well, if you have profanity on your license plate, you may need to find a replacement. The Secretary of State released a draft of rules on what you can and can't have on your license plate. Sierra Jordan explains.
Maine had become the wild, wild west of license plates.
Secretary of State Shanna Bello says profanity or obscenity on government-issued license plates are getting out of hand.
Obscenity and profanity will be prohibited, as will explicit references to genitalia or sexual acts, acts of violence, or slurs that are grounded in identity.
Bellows, along with other lawmakers, agreed it's not safe for children to play the license plate game with their parents anymore in Maine. Senator Bill Diamond of Cumberland County took action to sponsor the bill LD 130, which is banning plates that include or reference inappropriate words.
And that's what people forget. These plates are owned by the state. They're not owned by the individuals who have them. So yet have this kind of language there. I mean, I think our children deserve better. I think our state deserves better.
The bill was unanimously passed, and Governor Janet Mills signed it into state law in 2021.
Under the First Amendment in the Constitution, we all have the right to have whatever we want, whether it's on a T-shirt or a bumper sticker. But the Constitution doesn't mandate that the government on government-owned property issue profanity or obscenity.
The Secretary of State released a draft of the new rules Thursday, which relies on the Bureau of Motor Vehicles to review current plates or take applications of new ones. If existing license plates violate the rules, the driver will have 14 days to appeal, but if not,
they'll be asked to send those plates back to the Secretary of State's office. If they don't, the detectives, the Bureau of Motor Vehicle will just go pick them up.
Diamond says the Secretary of State's office will be hosting a public hearing Friday, May 27th at 10 a.m. at the State House in Augusta. I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Some of Maine's next voters are already making their voices heard. On Thursday, dozens of students walked out at Edward Little High School to protest any plans to overturn Roe. Now, they say they may be young, but they should be taken seriously.
Gen Z can make the most change. People might look at us like we're young, but I genuinely feel like we can make the most change. And I mean, most of us are voting next year or this year.
And we're just about 10 minutes past the top of the hour. Coming up next here on Good Morning Maine, Mother's Day is typically the busiest holiday of the year for local florists. Find out what flowers are at the top of the list for Mom's special day. But first, here's a quick look at our forecast. We have beautiful weather in store today and throughout the weekend. Mostly sunny skies. Temps back up in the 60s. Not too much cloud coverage today. Tonight, mostly clear skies. Then the temps drop down to a low of 34. We're still getting a little chilly at night. But tomorrow for Saturday, mostly sunny again with temperatures back up in the high 50s.
Ladies, a main adventure.
So usually when people think Bob's Red Mill, they think just flour.
Yes.
But we have so much more.
We've got popcorn, pizza crust, muffin mixes, over 100 different items back in stock at Rennie's.
Thank you for shopping Rennie's.
Wherever you are, whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose, with persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
GMA This Morning, we're celebrating moms with the biggest live GMA Breakfast in Bed extravaganza ever. This will be a mother of a Mother's Day surprise. Get ready to feel good this morning on ABC's Good Morning America.
Steve Harvey says my Aunt Agnes has the world's biggest what? Big underwear.
Weekdays at 9 on ABC 7.
One employee came in crying and he said, I can't work around this.
You can't throw out words that are racist.
Well, it's lies that make me talk that way.
Lies don't make you talk that way. Look in the mirror. It's you.
Hot Bench. Hot Bench. Friday at 3 on ABC 7.
The executive director of the Beth C. Wright Cancer Resource Center is retiring after 18 years of service. Michael Reisman, who has been with the center since its inception in 2004, says he plans to wrap up his career in June. The center was founded by its namesake, Beth Wright, who was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1996. Reisman says at that time there were very few resources available for cancer patients in the area.
I think the Beth Wright Center brings out the best in people, and certainly in the last couple years, I think we need more organizations like the Beth Wright Center bringing out the best in us.
Reisman says the center has been a success thanks to individuals and businesses in the community through their work, volunteer work, financial support, and dedication to giving back. Healthy Acadia partnered with local culinary arts students, Coastal Washington County Institute of Technology, and they hosted a drive-through Lunchonian fundraiser at Machias Memorial High School yesterday. The proceeds from the Lunchonian will benefit Down East Teen Leader Camp, a 5-day camp that aims to help young teens build leadership and communication skills. The Lunchonian menu featured 3 takeaway options along with a dessert and drink, all prepared by the culinary arts students.
The idea of the camp, which makes it unique, is it's designed and planned and run and evaluated by young people. So they're actually saying, like, this is what we need to be leaders in our community, to, access services, to, deal with our mental health, to tackle issues. So it's unique in that approach that it's a really, youth-inspired, youth voice camp.
Healthy Acadia says the cost of running the camp amounts to about $750 per camper, but they cap the tuition at $295 and offer scholarships based on need. Mother's Day is just a few days away, and florists have been busy preparing. Brooke Riley spoke with some and has the details.
Business is brisk, and people are loving their mamas and sending them all the flowers and candies, so it's been a great week so far.
Mother's Day is typically the busiest holiday of the year for local florists.
They got to take good care of their mamas, and I think it's just spring. I think that it is in spring kind of helps. Everybody is ready for that happy, joyous time.
Different varieties of flowers tend to be some of the most popular gifts for the holiday.
Cut flowers are always good, roses, anything makes good.
Anything that shows appreciation of mom is a great gift.
I think for a lot of moms, it brings back maybe kids picking dandelions in the yard, and so I think flowers is something we do from a very young age until we're older, so I think it's just a tradition.
Hanging plants are among the most popular items people are looking for this Mother's Day.
They're colorful, they're bright, they're cheerful. Plants especially is a gift that keeps on giving. They keep growing and blooming.
They say there are steps you can take to maximize the life of your flowers.
Once you get your flowers, you want to change your water in your vase. Make sure you're picking out anything that's passed, and you can really make your vases last a lot longer doing it that way.
To get your pick of flowers in time for Mother's Day, they recommend ordering sooner rather than later.
Sales have been very strong, so we expect the trend to continue.
I'm Brooke Riley reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
And the time is now just about 6:15. After the break, a nationwide baby formula shortage has Maine families scrambling. We caught up with some local parents on different options they're considering. Plus, Highland Farms is offering a Fiddlehead walk through May 22nd. We'll have all the details coming up next on Good Morning Maine.
G-Force Entertainment and Kick-Axe Pub and Club present The Dog, Saturday, May 7th, 7 p.m. Tickets available online now. G-Force Entertainment, bringing a variety of entertainment to the Bangor Mall.
We live for summer vacation. Even when they're through, we have memories. But after 2 years of staying home, it's time to make more. Let's go where we've wanted to go. Let's see who we've wanted to see. Let's start at Bangor International Airport. Making tomorrow's memories today. The official airport of summer vacations. The official airport of you. FlyBangor.com.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Old Town, is sponsored by General Rental Center, located in Old Town, for all your equipment rental and tool rentals for 39 years. Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. Join us this coming Saturday for our open house. Discounts store-wide on most in-stock merchandise. And G-Force Entertainment, located in the Bangor Mall. You don't just play the game, you're in it for real. Come experience the fun today.
G-Force Entertainment and Kick-Axe Pub and Club present the Fox Rocks Band, Friday, May 6, 8 p.m. Tickets available online now. G-Force Entertainment, bringing a variety of entertainment to the Bangor Mall.
And more tough news for families who use number 2 heating oil to heat their homes, which are most families in Maine. Fuel oil costs went up again overnight. The price now ranges from $6 a gallon to $7.50. At that price, it would cost someone about $1,900 to fill up their fuel tank. Community Concepts says if prices stay this high through the fall, many families are going to struggle. A director there says it's not too late to apply for energy assistance for this year and encourages everyone to apply before July 15th.
It's not just homeowners, renters could potentially be eligible as well to apply for those funds. So I would definitely encourage all to call their community action agency to see what they can do to help get some assistance.
She says if you do become eligible for heating assistance, it will also automatically make you eligible for the weatherization program to better insulate your home to save on those fuel costs. A nationwide baby formula shortage has Maine families scrambling. It's been going on for months with no end in sight. Mel Myers in Portland with some options parents might not have considered.
We have family in Colorado checking store shelves.
The search has become that desperate for parents like Ricky White.
Everyone's like, oh, contact, your doctor's office and stuff. They have samples. They did, but everybody is contacting the doctor's offices.
She's looking for a specific type of Similac for her daughter, but it's just gone.
You just feel terrible and there's nothing you can do.
The powdered baby formula brand had a massive recall linked to its Michigan facility in February. As of mid-April, Abbott, which produces Similac, said it was working with the FDA to restart production at the site.
That has then created an increased demand for the other types of formula that we don't usually have on WIC.
Maine WIC, which provides formula for low-income families, has a contract with Abbott to cover Similac for those in the program.
What can parents do if they run out of formula?
If they're on WIC, they can call their local clinic, and we've probably drop shipped some to their local clinic, and they can go in and pick it up.
Because of the shortage, they've had to offer alternatives, reaching out to families about other brands to try if theirs isn't in stock. Some moms are even talking about going back to breastfeeding.
We have had some parents ask about relactation.
Abbott says it's doing everything to address the shortage, prioritizing formula production and shipping in product from Ireland daily. For parents like Ricky, who is due in November, she's considering trying something else.
I'm thinking about exclusively breastfeeding because it's scary to have a formula shortage and not know, like, oh, am I going to be able to feed my baby next week? Like, it's a scary feeling.
Spring is in the air here in Maine, and that means fiddlehead season is here. Pineland Farms is offering a fiddlehead walk this season. Christian Bridges has the story.
I'm here at Pineland Farms in New Gloucester, where fiddlehead season is just kicking off, and you could have the chance to come and pick your own.
We're looking for fiddleheads, but they typically grow in an area that has flooded, and you can see that there's water. It's a Maine thing to do. It's a great thing to teach your kids, and it's a generational thing. I think some of that is slipping away from us, so it's great for us to be able to bring people back in and teach them some of our historic foraging.
This will be the second year Pineland is hosting fiddlehead foraging tours, and outdoor recreation director Matt Sebastianowski knows all the good spots to find them.
They like the silt. They have to have a lot of moisture, so a flooded riverbank is a great place. Brooks, low wetlands, they'll grow in a lot of those different areas.
Matt says that the stage of growth you pick the fiddleheads at is key.
It's not necessarily toxins, but they're full of a lot of vitamins and rich in iron, and when they unfurl, when they grow fully, they carry a lot of that stuff with them. So you want to get them when they're really young and really short. I just reach down, pry it off, and there you have a perfect fiddlehead.
Matt makes sure that his fiddlehead tours pick the plants in an environmentally friendly way.
So sustainability. If you've got a fiddlehead plant that's got eight fiddleheads on it, take 4 of them and leave 4 behind.
Washing and cooking before eating the fiddleheads you pick is important to avoid getting sick. There are many ways to enjoy this Maine delicacy.
Pickled fiddleheads, steamed fiddleheads, sauteed. I mean, you can have them any way you can think to cook them.
The fiddlehead walkthroughs happen Friday, Saturday, and Sunday through May 22nd. Head online to reserve your spot.
We're 20 past the top of the hour. Let's get a full look at our forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. He's in with the latest. Good morning, Dev.
Hey, Joe, thank you very much. TGIF, your full weather forecast brought to you by Card Enterprises. At Card Enterprises, we specialize in affordable quality vehicles. Financing is available, and we have a full service department. We are the home of the unlimited mileage warranty. Alrighty, we have a cold front parked just to the south. That's sending a few bits of cloud cover in our direction this morning, though. This cold front is actually making things rather interesting. So with this cold front right here, we're going to have high pressure just to the north. That's going to be moving in our direction, though. Warm front just off towards the northern parts of the U.S. This is actually going to be fizzling out over the next several hours. High pressure will be moving in and keeping us pretty nice as we do move forward. This area of low pressure right about in here will be tracking off towards the east, but the rain will be staying away from us. Wave height's not too bad, only at around 2 feet this morning, so no alerts are currently in effect, as of course the wave heights are too low to have any small crowd advisories up, and things looking pretty nice for us. Winds maybe getting a little bit gusty from time to time, getting up to about 20 miles per hour today. Nothing too ridiculous, right? Calming down overnight tonight, then picking up again as we head towards tomorrow, maybe getting up to around 20 miles per hour in a few spots, but overall sustained winds only at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Temperatures not too bad in a few parts of the country this morning. These warmer temperatures will be heading in our direction, so we'll get to enjoy the 50s, the 60s, even some 70s coming up over the next few days. 64 degrees is what we did yesterday. That's 2 degrees above that average high. And in fact, that average high now being 63 degrees. Overall, upper 50s to lower 60s will be expected over the next few days, with a gradual warm up on the way as we head towards next week. May 11th through the 15th, high probability for a lot of us to be above average, and that will include us here in Bangor, so we love warmer temperatures. We have plenty of that on the way for the next several days, especially as we get closer toward the summer months. So here we are, though. A mixture of clouds and sun will be expected today as we'll be watching some of those clouds moving in. So nothing too ridiculous on the way, though. Just a mixture of clouds and sun, no precipitation on the way. anytime soon. So your forecast for today is 60 degrees, partly cloudy, and northwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 34 degrees, partly cloudy, and north breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Already, Card Enterprises' extended forecast will be partly cloudy as we head towards Mother's Day.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Did you know that motorcyclists are 27 times more likely to die in a motor vehicle crash than passenger vehicle occupants? Motorcycles can be hard to see. We need to look twice to save a life. Let's watch for motorcycles and share the road. Please remember to leave extra room when following motorcycles, and to check in your rearview mirrors and blind spots, and to be extra careful when making left-hand turns. Remember, your actions can save lives. The Maine Bureau of Highway Safety reminds you to look twice to save a life.
I've made progress with my mental health. So when I started having unintentional body movements called tardive dyskinesia, I ignored them. But when the twitching and jerking in my face and hands affected my day-to-day, I finally had to say, it's not okay. It was time to talk to my doctor about Austedo. She said Austedo helps reduce TD movements in adults, while I continue with most of my mental health medications.
Austedo can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, behaviors, feelings, or have suicidal thoughts. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness. Don't take Austedo if you have liver problems, are taking Rezapine, tetrabenazine, or valbenazine. Austedo may cause irregular or fast heartbeat, restlessness, movements mimicking Parkinson's disease, fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking, and sweating.
Talk to your doctor about Austedo. It's time to treat TD. TD is not okay. Visit askforaustedo.com.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
In the pecking order of heroes, ranking right up there with Spider-Man and Superman are the Wonder Women of the school cafeteria. And on this National School Lunch Hero Day, we're meeting one special lunch lady. Here's Will Gans with more.
It's School Lunch Hero Day.
I come to work for the kids and the staff.
And Vanessa Evans Floyd, aka Chef V, is serving up more than just that friendly smile.
We're feeding about roughly 1,000 meals at my location.
Chef V works for a company called Chartwell's K-12.
My day begins early, 5:30 in the morning, beginning with breakfast for middle school, K-4, and high school.
And while lunch ladies have a certain reputation,
I know how to use kids like them sloppy.
Lady, you're scaring us.
Chef V works hard to make sure her rep stays fresh.
You've also got a side hustle, rapping.
Cafeteria Shuffle was my first song that I actually wrote.
Chef V already has big plans for her next hot lunch hit.
Shake and Bake is going to be my next song to release.
And after 2 years of a pandemic in which food service workers had to go above and beyond, working well over 12 hours a day, Chef V has one more verse for all of us on School Lunch Heroes Day.
The School Lunch Heroes, whether big or small, we're School Lunch Heroes and we stand tall. But whether you see us in the cafe or in the hall, just that thank you. That means a lot to us.
So well said.
Will Gans, ABC News, New York.
Still to come here in the second half of our show, the Walden Park Preserve now offers an additional 67 acres. Dylan Holloway will take us for a walk through some new trails. Plus, the city of Ellsworth will be taking part in the annual Jane's Walk Festival, along with 20 other locations in the state of Maine. We'll tell you all about it when we come back.
Do you own a timeshare? At first, maybe it seemed like a great investment, but then you realized a lot of the promises made to you were simply not true. A little later, you started receiving the monthly maintenance fees and additional associated bills they failed to mention when you signed the agreement. And now their fees keep rising. Your times to actually use the timeshare keep shrinking, and the resort has no interest in letting you out of the agreement. Your vacation dream has turned into a timeshare nightmare, an overwhelming, never-ending financial obligation that will fall on your children after you're gone. And it seems as if there is no way out. Well, here's some great news. There is a way out. The Timeshare Exit Hotline has helped hundreds of people just like you, desperate people who thought they were stuck in this burden forever. Although most professionals in the timeshare industry are legitimate, there are those that use aggressive, sometimes even misleading sales tactics to try and trick innocent people into signing their lives away. We've heard many stories of people who have been lied to and others who were kept in a room for over 10 hours, not provided water or anything to eat, pressured until they were exhausted. These people finally signed a contract just to get out of there. If you're one of the unfortunate people who have been roped into a timeshare nightmare and feel there is no way out, call the number on your screen right now. When we take your case, it means we are highly confident that we can win. We'll provide you with an affordable, one-time fixed fee and our 100% client satisfaction guarantee. Now you don't have to face arrogant, aggressive salespeople alone. We're experts in consumer protection, real estate, and contract law. Even if they bullied you into an agreement, rest assured they're not going to bully us. So don't wait. Call us right now. Even if you've tried another company that failed you, call us. Our track record of successful negotiations speaks for itself. The call is free, the information is free, and there is absolutely no obligation. A single phone call could free you of this burden. So don't wait. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline right now.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
It's Friday, May 6th of 2022. Little history for you. 185 years ago today, the first steel plow was created by a blacksmith in Illinois named John Deere. The German airship Hindenburg exploded in flames in Lakehurst, New Jersey 85 years ago today. And the NHL Hartford Whalers became the Carolina Hurricanes 25 years ago today. For birthdays, we have rocker Bob Seger. He's 77 today. Game host Tom Bergeron is 67. And actor George Clooney turns 61. For national holidays, we have International No Diet Day. It's a good fitting for a Friday. It's also Tuba Day. By the way, Devin Biggs is an accomplished tuba player. The more you know, right? Let's turn things over to him right now and get another check of our forecast. Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe, thank you very much. Happy Friday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Card Enterprises. At Card Enterprises, we specialize in affordable quality vehicles. Financing is available, and we have a full service department. We are the home with the unlimited mileage warranty. Alrighty, here we are. So high temperatures were well above average yesterday. We're supposed to be in the lower 60s. We did the middle 60s, which is a nice improvement. And things are going to be pretty nice for us as we do move forward. Maybe not as warm as what we saw yesterday, but still pretty nice. So we're noticing a few clouds passing through this morning. There is a cold front parked just to our south, and it's right about in here. So all this energy right here is going to be moving from the west to the east, and it's pretty much going to be leaving us alone. So we're going to be dry for the next several days, so that will be pretty nice. Temperatures overall will be in the 50s and 60s, and maybe even a few 70s before we're all finished up. But overall today, we will be under a partly cloudy sky with a lot of sunshine as well, and a lot of clear skies on the way for tonight with a few passing clouds from time to time. As for the wind, no, not too bad, only at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, a few higher gusts up to 15 miles per hour from time to time, maybe close to 20 miles per hour, but nothing too ridiculous on the way anytime soon. So for today, 60 degrees under a partly cloudy sky, and a northwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour, maybe some higher gusts up to 20 miles per hour at times. And your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning period, a lot of sunshine, a few passing clouds, temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe?
Thanks, Dev. Quick programming note, Good Morning Maine is hosting a ticket giveaway for the upcoming Stunner for Vegas show. Now, we have 2 sets of tickets to give away for the Stunner for Vegas Ray Ray Sun Tour featuring C.416, a local rapper that grew up in Portland and in Toronto. 1 pair of tickets will get you into the show. That's on May 15th. And the other one includes a VIP meet and greet. All you got to do is check out our Facebook page, Fox ABC Maine. The contest is at the top of the page, and all you have to do is tag a friend with a comment. We'll be holding a random drawing on May 11th. We also have a one-on-one interview with C. Next week. You won't want to miss his story. But back to more local news. The annual Jane's Walk Festival will be taking place in more than 200 towns and cities across the globe this weekend. The city of Ellsworth will be taking part in the event for the first time this year, along with 20 other locations in the state of Maine. Heart of Ellsworth's executive director, Carl Romano, says this is a celebration of Jane Jacobs, who was an urbanist that believed in the preservation of downtown's historic buildings and making sure those aspects of community were appreciated by its residents. In conjunction with the Ellsworth Historical Society and Down East Trout Unlimited, Heart of Ellsworth will be hosting 2 Jane's Walks on Saturday.
People should totally come out, and in the true spirit of Jane Jacobs, the concept of this entire celebration is to get people to see their city and to see their area, urban environment through new eyes.
Romano says the morning walk will highlight Ellsworth's history by following its museum in the streets beginning at 10 a.m. She says at 1 p.m. attendees will tour and learn more about the history and wildlife of the Union River. The event is free, and both walks will begin at the first museum in the street signs of State Street. And the Bangor Land Trust announced a large donation to Walden Park Preserve. Our Dylan Holloway was there to walk some of the trails and gives us a closer look.
The Walden Park Preserve now offers an additional 67 acres, bringing its total to over 500 acres of wetlands, trails, and softwood forests. The new land was secured by the Bangor Land Trust. The organization's mission, according to its website, is to protect for public benefit land and water in the Bangor region that have special ecological, natural, scenic, agricultural, or recreational significance while increasing public understanding of the value of land and water conservation. Land Trust President Lucy Quimby says the expansion has been a goal of the organization for some time now.
Because it's a very important part of a corridor that connects Penjaywick Marsh to the Maine North Woods.
Quimby says she wants people to understand how special areas like Walden Park Preserve are and why they should be protected.
Humans have not been kind to this planet, and we share it with a lot of other animals and plants who are important to us. And if we destroy it, we're destroying something that's important to ourselves.
Quimby, who has been associated with the Bangor Land Trust since its creation in 2001, says she first learned to appreciate the outdoors from her grandmother. She says having spaces for people to connect with nature can have positive effects on mental health as well.
I meet lots of people on the trail who say, I came out here to clear my head, and, I'm working on painting or writing some project, and I needed to just get out and take a walk, and we need that.
For more information on the Walden Park Preserve and other nature preserves, visit BangorLandTrust.org. Reporting from Bangor, I'm Dylan Holloway for ABC7 and Fox 22.
Thursday, the Bangor Art Society hosted their annual Open Jurd show virtually for the 3rd time in a row. Now, 50 artists from the greater Bangor area dropped off more than 90 art pieces with hopes of placing in the widely known competition and winning some cash prizes. The Bangor Art Society has been supporting local artists since 1875 by offering venues for shows, classes, and lectures. Chairperson Teddy Jankoval says the virtual event allows the organization to reach artists near and far.
To replace people in person, you have to make that connection. And here's the thing, is that people from all over the world watch our presentations.
The Bangor Art Society invites community members to join the first the Friday Art Walk on 193 Exchange Street, and that'll be on June 3rd. Still to come here this morning in sports, Maine Maritime Lacrosse has made program history, but their season is not done yet. Dave Peck and Tyler Cruz will have more on this after the break.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in, like #1 selling Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Old Town, is sponsored by Luna Family Auto Sales, locally owned and operated by a husband and wife team. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Come in and say hi. Graphic Signs and Designs, vehicle graphics and lettering shop in Old Town, delivering quality work in a prompt and professional manner. And Wisteria Floral and Gifts, a local Old Town florist with lovely varieties of fresh flowers and creative gift ideas suiting any style or budget.
Hey Bangor residents, the City of Bangor is offering up to $2,000 in grants for income-eligible single-family homeowners if you install a new Fujitsu heat pump in your home. And Valley Home Services is an authorized Fujitsu installer. Up to $2,000. Combine that grant with rebates from Efficiency Maine, and you can have a new Fujitsu heat pump installed by Valley Home Services at little to no cost. Don't miss this incredible offer, Bangor. Call Valley Home Services today to see if you qualify.
Ready for a little GMA-ish promo? Okay, here we go. GMA 7A every day with Robin, George, and Michael. That's how you start the day. Boom!
Good morning, everyone. Well, first, let's head down to Castine to Maine Maritime Academy, where the Mariners men's lacrosse team has recently made program history. Tyler Cruz has more.
Honestly, it didn't feel like it was real. It felt like it was kind of a dream.
For the first time in history, Maine Maritime men's lacrosse are conference champions.
I haven't really processed it all yet. It's definitely a surreal moment, and like Coach said, it felt like a dream.
The journey started a few years ago when Brandon Melville took over the reins in 2019.
It just kind of all came together perfectly into a nice blend over the weekend, and we were able to sort of finish off what we had started and wanted to accomplish 3 years ago.
Melville's first 2 official seasons were cut short, and before this year, the team had only played 7 games together. But that doesn't mean they weren't working.
There was a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that took place, and these guys just really bought into everything.
This season, the Mariners found themselves as the 4th and final team to make the NAC tournament, but they didn't feel like they were the underdog.
We definitely all had faith in each other to do the job and knew that we had the skill set to beat those teams.
In the semifinals, the game was decided in the final seconds when freshman Sam Nickel broke the tie with just 13 ticks left on the clock.
I didn't realize until after that there's only 10 seconds left in the game. So, I mean, it felt great to score a goal, but I really didn't realize how big that was until I got to the sideline to celebrate with my team.
Then, in the conference championship game, they trailed 11-4 early in the first half, but finished the game on a 17-7 run, including 7 goals in the fourth quarter to seal their fate.
Coming from an down like that to win definitely made it feel a lot better. But hoisting that trophy, nothing feels better than that.
Reporting from Castine, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
All right, thank you, Tyler. So congratulations to the Mariners. They'll find out their opponent for the NCAA tournament on Selection Sunday. Best of luck to them moving forward. Meanwhile, the high school football landscape will look a little different next season, and for Class A in particular, that now means crossing state borders. On Thursday morning, the MPA's Interscholastic Management Committee unanimously endorsed interstate play, meaning for the first time ever, teams in Class A will be able to compete against teams from New Hampshire. So how does that work with the Crabtree standings?
With Crabtree, it doesn't matter who you play, it's the percentage and the win percentage of the teams you play. So it's going to be easy, and we've had a couple people step forward and say, we'll track those New Hampshire schools and have their win percentage, and then you just plug it into the Crabtree equation.
Now, the brand new scheduling system, which will be based on team rankings, will create more parity for teams in all 5 of the classes. In Class A in particular, it will also eliminate the bye week, and seeing as Bangor is the geographical outlier among all Class A schools, the Rams were an important part of the conversation.
We talked about that we have to take care of Bangor and get the easternmost New Hampshire school that is a competitive game for them. So that was discussed, it was talked about, and that's going to be a priority when we look at those buys.
So Lauer said getting this approved was a big step one in finalizing the schedule. He expects there to be a finalized schedule for the upcoming fall season by the end of May, barring anything that may come up. So to the softball diamond we go now because it's spring, and we had a good one in Bangor, a rematch of last year's regional final between undefeated Skowhegan and the Rams. Bangor looking to get back at the defending state champion Riverhawks. Top of the second, no score here. Riley Fitzpatrick sends it to deep left field. Lane Barron can only watch it fly over the fence and gone. 2-run shot makes it a 2-0 game. Bottom of the frame, though, Emma Kennedy comes up clutch. RBI single on the base knock up the middle. Casey Carter scores. Rams notched 2 more in the bottom of the 6th to upset the Riverhawks. 3-2 was the final. Now, not a good start for the Bruins in their series versus Carolina. The Canes look faster, stronger, overall better. Now the Bees are in an 0-2 hole and have to decide now who they want in net. But the decision has been made. Jeremy Swayman will start Game 3 on Friday, making his first playoff start of his young career. Head coach Bruce Cassidy said the move doesn't come as a direct result of Linus Ullmark's performance. He's been fine, but said that the Bruins are in a spot where they're going to need some big saves to get back into this series, and maybe Sway's got some lightning in his glove.
They're scoring goals, and they're not giving very many up. So there's a little bit to do at both ends, and it's not on necessarily. I'm not saying, well, Ullmark's the reason. He's not, but Swayman's going to be in there. He'll get his opportunity. We talked about maybe at some point probably using both, so it's going to be tomorrow, and hopefully he's up for the task.
Now, it's also worth noting that when asked about the status of defenseman Hampus Lindholm after his big hit in Game 2, Cassidy said, quote, he's not doing well and is officially out for Game 3. So hoping all the best for Hampus. Alrighty, that's sports. We'll be right back.
G-Force Entertainment and Kick-Axe Pub and Club present The Dog, Saturday, May 7th, 7 p.m. Tickets available online now. G-Force Entertainment, bringing a variety of entertainment to the Bangor Mall.
With Automower by Husqvarna, who needs you? It's the original yard robot. It goes around your trees and flower beds. It goes up hills up to 30 degrees in grade. Even does narrow areas and walkways. Automower beautifully manicures your lawn automatically. Imagine a lot more mower and a lot less of you. Automower from Husqvarna.
Breathe in. Can you sense it? The feeling of becoming something greater? Here in the heart of Maine, you'll find a place that the innovators of tomorrow have called home for the last 150 years, the University of Maine. Ranked as one of the nation's top research institutions, our opportunities know no bounds, because UMaine isn't just a destination. It's a gateway to new horizons that shape who we are. We are UMaine.
G-Force Entertainment and Kick-Axe Pub and Club present the Fox Rocks Band, Friday, May 6, 8 p.m. Tickets available online now. G-Force Entertainment, bringing a variety of entertainment to the Bangor Mall.
And welcome back. Jerry Willis has your morning business news.
Wall Street getting hammered on Thursday after a big rally on Wednesday after the Fed's decision to hike rates. The Dow tumbled more than 1,000 points for the first time since June 2020. The Nasdaq and S&P 500 also closed lower. Both tech and growth stocks led the market sell-off. Jobless claims rising as more people are looking for work. 200,000 Americans filed first-time unemployment benefits last week. That's an increase of 19,000 from the previous week and more than analysts were expecting. And that number might go even higher. That's because the number of job cuts rose for the second consecutive month. That according to Challenger Gray's Job Cuts report. And so far this year, we've seen nearly 80,000 people get laid off. Well, if you're looking to buy a home, you better act fast. That's because, according to Freddie Mac, the average 30-year fixed-rate mortgage jumped this week to the highest level since 2009. It's now 5.27%. That's business. I'm Jerry Willis.
A talk show legend returns to Netflix. The BET Awards reveal this year's host and more. Fox's Christine Goodwin has the latest from the Hollywood Nation.
A new look at House Targaryen. Henson celebrates, and Letterman interviews more stars in the Hollywood nation. David Letterman will be sitting down to speak with more A-list stars for a 4th season of his hit show, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction. Netflix announced the Emmy Award-nominated series returns May 20th with a celebrity lineup that includes Billie Eilish, Ryan Reynolds, Cardi B, and Will Smith. But Smith's controversial slap at the Oscars earlier this year will not be addressed, as his episode was filmed prior to the ceremony. Taraji P. Henson will take center stage at the upcoming BET Awards. The award-winning actress is returning to host the annual ceremony celebrating Black excellence in music, film, TV, and sports. The show airs live from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles, June 26th. And in today's first looks, HBO released a new trailer to House of the Dragon. The Game of Thrones prequel series takes place 200 years before the events of the original show and focuses on the House Targaryen. It premieres on the network August 21st and will be available to stream on HBO Max.
History does not remember blood.
Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
And with the final look at our forecast, here's meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Hey, Joe, thank you very much. TGIF, your full weather forecast brought to you by Card Enterprises. At Card Enterprises, we specialize in affordable quality vehicles. Financing is available, and we have a full service department. We are the home of the unlimited mileage warranty. Alrighty, we have a cold front parked just to the south. That's sending a few bits of cloud cover in our direction this morning, though. This cold front is actually making things rather interesting. So with this cold front right here, we're going to have high pressure just to the north. That's going to be moving in our direction, though. Warm front just off towards the northern parts of the U.S. This is actually going to be fizzling out over the next several hours. High pressure will be moving in and keeping us pretty nice as we do move forward. This area of low pressure right about in here will be tracking off towards the east, but the rain will be staying away from us. Wave height's not too bad, only at around 2 feet this morning, so no alerts are currently in effect, as of course the wave heights are too low to have any small crowd advisories up, and things looking pretty nice for us. Winds maybe getting a little bit gusty from time to time, getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Today, nothing too ridiculous, right? Calming down overnight tonight, then picking up again as we head towards tomorrow, maybe getting up to around 20 miles per hour in a few spots, but overall sustained winds only at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Temperatures not too bad in a few parts of the country this morning. These warmer temperatures will be heading in our direction, so we'll get to enjoy the 50s, the 60s, even some 70s coming up over the next few days. 64 degrees is what we did yesterday. That's 2 degrees above that average high. And in fact, that average high now being 63 degrees. Overall, upper 50s to lower 60s will be expected over the next few days, with a gradual warm up on the way as we head towards next week. May 11th through the 15th, high probability for a lot of us to be above average, and that will include us here in Bangor, so we love warmer temperatures. We have plenty of that on the way for the next several days, especially as we get closer toward the summer months. So here we are, though. A mixture of clouds and sun will be expected today, as we'll be watching some of those clouds moving in. So nothing too ridiculous on the way, though. Just a mixture of clouds and sun, no precipitation on the way anytime soon. So your forecast for today is 60 degrees, partly cloudy, and northwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 34 degrees, partly cloudy, and north breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Already, at Card Enterprises' extended forecast will be partly cloudy as we head towards Mother's Day.
Aging Maine encourages older adults to have frank conversations with their healthcare professionals, especially about the 4 M's. What matters most to you in your life? Mind memory, how to increase your brain health. Mobility, how to increase your strength and balance and avoid falling. And medications, how many do you take? Do you really need all of them? Discuss these 4 M's with your healthcare professional. Aging Maine, working to create an age-friendly health system and empower older adults.
Our Medicare supplement and drug coverage is so expensive, we're barely keeping up with our bills.
My husband and I were in the same situation, so I got some help from the Senior Planning Center. They were able to show us some high-quality Medicare Advantage plans that saved us a lot of money.
The Senior Planning Center? Tell me more.
They have helpful agents all over the state. Real Mainers helping Mainers. Give them a call. The Senior Planning Center. They were there to help when it mattered most. I'm glad I called them. You'll be glad too.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or a professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Skudik & Bloom, a full-service, custom-designed florist, Main Street in Winter Harbor.
We can deliver one-of-a-kind, full-color flower arrangements
by custom floral designer me, Pam.
Delivering to Ellsworth and surrounding areas for any occasion.
Please visit SkudikandBloom.com or call 844-SKUDIK.
Everybody's jaw dropped. No one believed he was responsible.
I did not kill Devin. I've never forgotten my interview with Anthony. Why have you decided to talk about this?
There's still an unsolved murder here.
The new 2020 tonight on ABC.
Hey, I want to remind you that this weekend is Mother's Day. So if you haven't had a chance to get a card or make plans for your mom or any mom in your life, we have an idea that'll make her light up. You know, for most moms, it's more meaningful that you call or be with her on Sunday than anything else. And rather than getting her some gift just to get her something, what do you say I show you how to whip up a special breakfast that's filled with TLC? All we do is mix together a good amount of pancake mix with a couple of eggs, milk, club soda, and vegetable oil. You see, the bubbles in the club soda will make this light and fluffy. Now we pour this into muffin cups and top each with some fresh fruit. Here we're using blueberries in some and cut up apples in others. Once they're filled, we pop them in the oven and bake them for 25 minutes or until they pass the toothpick test. When they're done, we top them with some pancake syrup to make them even more to die for. So here's what I suggest. Go online and get the recipe for our fruity pancake muffins so you'll be able to treat Mom extra special this Sunday. And while you're making them, don't forget to add in your own TLC. That's tender loving care. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a very special way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Happy Mother's Day.
Celebrate National Concert Week by taking advantage of a special offer from Live Nation. Between May 4th to the 10th, Live Nation is offering $25 concert tickets to a wide variety of concerts, spanning multiple artists across different genres. Artists that are participating include Wiz Khalifa, John Legend, Florence and the Machine, and Miranda Lambert. The $25 price includes all the fees, but is up $5 from the last time the deal was held. And Mainers can now keep tabs on a pair of ospreys as they return to Lemoyne for the summer season. Now, the birds are enjoying a brand new nesting platform overlooking Mud Creek, built specifically for them by Verson Power Crews. According to Verson, they like to build nests at the top of utility poles, which can pose a risk to the birds, but the new nest, complete with a built-in live cam, was designed to protect them and reduce risk of electric disturbances.
At Versant Power,
it's
we
ospreys,
take environmental
right?
responsibility very seriously. In fact, we have an environmental team, and they worked very closely with other environmental groups to make this project possible.
Now, the camera is powered entirely by solar energy. To see the live cam and learn more about the ospreys, you can visit versantpower.com/ospreys. Well, that does it. Good Morning America is next on ABC 7. Second hour is at the top of the hour on Fox 22. Have a great day.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including money added back to your Social Security check. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card, money for over-the-counter items, and money back in your Social Security check each month, and so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with